Well, my name is Bruce Seidman, and I'm a homer from Baltimore. Who told you that you were blank, 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 blank when you were young? So beliefs are crazy. You can rewire them. You're not stuck with your old negative beliefs. You can replace them with new ones. So I've gotten you, Robbie, too. The answer to it, most people's questions is going to be in the beliefs section. It says, click here now in your homework. So here's one of the ninja steps that I take that really works for me for beliefs. So I write them down. I say them out loud. Okay, that's easy. And then I record them and I listen to them. I listen to them when I'm like laying in bed at night and, like there it is. It's just me in darkness. Or I listen to them in the tub. I love me some Epsom salt bath. While I'm so relaxed and I just listen, it's the sound of my own voice, just bathing rewiring every neuron in my brain. It's just, so you can do that too, but that doesn't happen day one. You have to think of them, then you have to write them down. Journaling, next, journaling, skip the journaling. Do the homework for beliefs, by the way, it'll change your life. Journaling. Why don't people journal? I don't know. You don't have to answer. I just have 2 words for journaling. Just start. Just start journaling. And do the homework, go to the thing, click on the link. Yeah, I think of all the things in this little 7 pillars of intense personal transformation. If I had to pick one thing, remember Curly from City Slickers, one thing, it would have to be journaling. Just start. So I have a journal. I got 8 journals. I have a grateful journal. But I've been doing this thing a long time. This is my journal where I take my notes when I'm on Zoom calls and learning about self-improvement. I call mine Strong, Steady, True. That's my journal. And there it is. It's just stuff, just my sloppy handwriting. I don't type I need to have the handwriting. It makes way more sense. Oh, I love the journal. For those of you who don't know how to journal, it's okay. Here's Linus's blanket. Here is a book called Choose Calm. It's a fill in the blank, a journal for healing anxiety, breathing in and letting go, even if those aren't your issues. Get this journal, or really any journal, where it's fill in the blank. It gives you an idea and it tells you to write stuff down. This is how we roll. I know you can't see the words. That's one way to just start journaling. Vital friends. What is vital friends? You say I call it accountability, but really, as you know, my momentum moment earlier was seeing all your faces. I'm a relationship dude. I live and I even suffer with relationships. Who else? And so, but I couldn't live without them. Zoom counts. This counts. We are the sum of our 5 closest people. You've heard that a million times. Hey, look, we get to choose our friends. You're my friends. We get to choose our friends. You don't get to choose you get to choose your spouse, and maybe you get to dischoose them. But we get to choose our friends. Isn't that great? I'm going to describe some moments in my life, and you'll just have to go with me here. I'm going to shine my light bright here. So these are some events, moments in my life that have really made an impact. Falling in love with Laurie, my wife, 32 years ago. And think about yours too. Seeing our children being born, like fathers look pretty good in scrubs. Of course, your wife's laying out there. Adopting Sophie. Sophie's from Russia. Meeting her in the orphanage. I had to travel 12 time zones to meet her. But for those first 2 hours, sitting on the orphanage floor with this little girl, 2.5 years old, who didn't know me, I was filled with joy. That was one of the equally as joyful as seeing the birth of Garrett and the birth of Tanner. And think about your own thing. So another thing that brings me joy is vital friends. It just does. And I know it does for you too. Choosing new friends, keeping friends, having a friend takes work, doesn't it? hanging out with friends, being vulnerable with friends, being intimate with friends. Because I don't know, I don't know how to do stupid talk. I just know how to do like intense talk with my friends. And all of you, we've had one-on-ones, and you know exactly what we've shared in the past. So, and by the way, you can phone a friend. You know, you're not limited by geography, by 20 mile radius from your driveway. No, even during COVID, we have Zoom. Phone a friend. Come on now, phone a friend. Love that. So here's your homework. Well, you know, can I just do a little squirrel? I don't know about you. I believe, listen, guys, girls, when you're on the phone with your friend and you feel this information being transported, not the words, not even the tonality, the voice print. So I think there's such a thing. It's for real. We have a fingerprint. I think come on, Jenny, help me out now. You know, you just have to nod your head. Don't we have a spiritual voice print? I hear it on the phone when I talk to y'all one at a time. I hear it all the time. And that is vital friends. All that information is being carried when you phone a friend. So what's your homework? Go to Vital Friends section. There's a book I want you to buy called Vital Friends. Tom Rath, R-A-T-H, great book, 2006. I read it, and it turned me from a lone wolf for 44 years of my life to this guy in front of you this morning. I love friends. Kitchen's always open. Kitchen's never closed when it comes to new friends. Never. It's just who I am. Doesn't mean it's right for you, but it's so good for me. So go to that homework thing. And now Tom Rath wrote amazing 2 sentences. I'm going to give you a scavenger hunt. So write this down in your notes, scavenger hunt. Go to that page, Vital Friends, click on the link. It's an Amazon link. And then you're going to go to the left side of your screen, and it's going to say, look inside, you know, the Amazon look inside. You get a free sample. So open that free sample, figure out how, just read it. Read the table of contents, but there's a thing called big bold letters, something missing, something's missing. There are 2 sentences right underneath those big bold letters, something's missing. Write them down on a 3x5 card and a second card and in your journal and everywhere. Write those 2 sentences down. It will change your life. And it has a lot to do with this topic above, the 7 pillars of personal transformation. I'm not going to tell them to you because I've piqued your curiosity. Your interest is whetted, W-H-E-T-T-E-D. You got to go do it. And of course, the other, where is it? The other homework under that. Do that too. Accountability. So it says accountability. Oh, that's what Vital Friends are. They hold us accountable. Anyway, I'm going to let the homework speak for itself because I see I'm kind of running out of time here. What's next? Sweating. What does it say in the thing? It says sweating every day of your life. Okay. Even during COVID, Bruce? Even during COVID. Go to, for those of you in Pawleys Island, we've got the Oasis now just open right before Christmas. Christine has an infrared sauna. Tell them, Christine, I'm sucking up the heat. Not every day, but a lot. Let's put it that way. I make my cold calls in the hot box because my dials are better. My brain is better when I'm so sweating every day. I have a rule, and I've been preaching it and teaching this thing since 2005. If you're not sweating every single day of your life, you're not growing. That's the only negative statement I'm saying in this whole speech this morning. If you're not sweating every single day of your life, you're not growing. It's called tough love. Sweat every single day of your life. However, whatever that means for you. I know different people. Hey, look, when I sweat, I get creative. I'll just go A, B, C, D. I get very creative when I sweat. I get great sleep that night when I sweat during the day. Great sleep. And that harkens back to evening begins a new day. Next, the skin. What's our largest organ in our body? It's our skin. And God made us this way to be large so that we could detox, we could sweat, we could perspire, we could detox. All right. So there's no homework on the sheet. You know what the homework is? Just go sweat. Go sweat. Next, know thyself. Dun, dun, dun. Somebody type in the chat. Who said it? I'm not going to tell you. Somebody just know thyself. Who said it back in those days? So if you'll just open up get to your notes again, know thyself. Here's what I want you to do. Thank you, dear Holly. Holly gave us, as part of her content when it was her time to talk, she gave us this assessment. It's a 24 strengths or character traits assessment. And there's 24 of them. And it's free. So go to your homework and not now. Come on, not now. This is all homework. You go click on that thing and you take the free, you're going to have to type in some information. So I don't want to lose your focus right now. And then just do it. You'll get it right away. You'll get your 24 characteristics from ranking from 1 to 24. Most of you have already done this. This could be repetitive, but the new people, you haven't done it yet. You have the link now. So then I would like you to learn this thing with the friends. So you remember accountability, vital friends. Now you've got your top 24. They've got their top 24. And look, it's a lot of fun. One of my new friends who's actually on this Zoom, we did it together. We learned together. It's fun. We learn about, see, this is the report. This is a 3-page report. There's 24. Oh goodness. Anyway, you get the idea. Learn with a friend. So that way when you're hanging out or talking over the phone, you can say, that's number 24 on your list. Viewing nature. That's number 8 on my list, or whatever it is for me. Anyway, number 12. So it's cool. It makes it fun. And don't you love to learn about yourself? Think about all the assessments you've taken in your entire lifetime. Every time you were doing it, you were jazzed. I mean, we love to learn more about ourselves. That's called 7 pillars to intense personal transformation. Next, DISC. We all know DISC, blah, blah, blah. I'll save all that. There's a link. It's actually a free PDF. If you download the link, I like to print stuff off, print it off. You've got yourself a free ebook on DISC. And if you like, I'll even try to get a free link. I can't promise because it's not my thing. You know, it's somebody else owns the material, but I'll try. He's a good friend of mine, and I will try. I just didn't get it in time for this speech this morning. Now this afternoon, that's how long I've been talking. So finally, I think we covered them all. I know we didn't do any breakouts. I know breakouts are kind of cool, but today's not a breakout kind of day. Today is a grease lightning kind of day. What is the point of all this growing ourselves? So like if you have a house and if it sits on a foundation, and if the foundation is shaky, you can have all the pillars you want. But if the foundation ain't strong, you got a shaky house. When the wind blows, when I huff and I puff and I blow your house down, because trials and tribulations in life, you could be pillared all up the pillars, but but you're not solid as a rock on your foundation. So that's just my clumsy way of saying we've all been around. What is your foundation? So for me, the basis for everything is God. God is the basis for everything. He created us. He created us to be in sync with each other, to be in peace, to be in joy with each other, just like tonight, just like tonight, and to be in sync with him and to be in relationship with him. And God gives us, before we were even born, all the gifts that we have to shine our light bright on, spill out on everybody else. He gave you those gifts, or she gave you those gifts. She also gave you those experiences so that you've accumulated. He's put you in these situations your whole life. It's just, I can't even think about it. Will explode. The brain will explode. And so we're supposed to share all this freely with others, our gifts and our experiences, and it's really good. So love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. By the way, I saw a really good movie last night. At the movie theater, there's only one other person in the thing. Mike, it was near you, Stone Cinema. It was called Remember the Titans. Do you remember that movie? Remember the Titans? Oh my God. That movie was made when 90s or 2000s? I don't know, but Denzel, bring it. And it wasn't even he didn't carry this thing. As good as an actor as he is and a public speaker as he is, he did not carry this movie. You know what carried the movie? Love Thy Neighbor. So dust it off, go rent it, Netflix, whatever you have to do. You know, we're having this great time talking about 7 pillars, but if we don't do anything with them, you know, if we don't act upon them. So sometimes we just need a little shove. Remember the Titans is enough shove for me. Go, and if you don't even want to do that, look, fine. Just go to Google and just Google some movie clips from the scene clips from Remember the Titans.
Hey, Bruce, can we jump into a little bit of a breakouts just for 5 minutes? Are we at a good stopping point?
Nope. But how about we do breakouts in 30 seconds?
Sure. Perfect.
All right. And a real 30 seconds, not just a bogus. So the whole point to all of this, boosting ourselves up, personal transformation, 7 pillars. Is it more money? I don't know. It'd be nice. Is it more accomplishment? Sure it is. Is it more pride? Maybe, maybe not. More legacy for the next generation? Maybe. Could be, but I'll tell you how I answer this question. What's the point? Here's how I answer it. I've been saying it all along. It's the last page on your handout. Go to your last page. Shine your light bright. That's it. Remember Light Bright? Remember the toy, Christmas, Light Bright? We had them. Spirograph and Light Bright, same era. You know, circa the same kind of years. Shine your light bright and shine it on you so you can shine your light bright on others, on your people, on your journey. Shine your light bright. So, Holly, break them up.
Bruce, what's a good question to put to the groups from you?
Oh, of the 7, pick your top 2 and tell the other person why. Go.
Great. We've got 3 people per group. Let's do this.
7 pillars, pick your top 2, tell the other person why.